Yeah, mate, we're going to have a crack at it. We'll start at speed.
In a week where Australians were put on notice in the budget to get used to the idea we've mortgaged the country, and we've gone from a $22 million surplus to a $58 billion deficit in one hit, and the government didn't have the courage to even mention the word deficit. Australians have got to get used to the idea that servicing this debt is going to become a serious national problem. At the same time and in the same breath and in the same week, the managed investment scheme industry has collapsed in Australia. I've announced today an inquiry into all circumstances surrounding the collapse of the MIS, the managed investment scheme industry, including the misery that it's imposed on investors, consumers and communities. And I have to say there'll be some spectacular evidence come to the fore out of that. We're also looking, and I've announced this week also, an inquiry into the proliferation of inquiries into bushfires. The bushfire royal commissions that we've had in the past have been completely ignored. Their advice has been overlooked. The latest and the most recent inquiry was the Nairn inquiry. We have a royal commission in Victoria now. I propose through this inquiry, through the Senate Select Committee, to bring together all the threads of advice that have been ignored over the years, to look at why we haven't lowered fuel loads, why we've ignored the view that nature can be protected with the right management of forests. I invite our viewers to connect to the link below for the Gary Nairn inquiry. There was sound advice which was ignored. We no longer can afford to ignore this advice.